This is like one of my easily top 5 exorcism themed movies
Shut
ever.
up. Really?
Yes, yes, I was
Thank
thinking
you.
it really is because 'cause it's got the scares, it's got a good story, it's got interesting characters with a backstory, and it's just well shot and done, and
Be careful. Once you know the devil knows you.
where are
Yeah.
you guys at? I mean, I'm seeing this whole thing, like, it's more mysterious than the dungeon
I'm
potentially.
about to say a dungeon, but
We're in sunny Miami, so it's okay.
Oh, well, yeah, thanks for ruining it, Christian. I think it could have been anything. You guys could have been ready preparing for another exorcism for all I know.
Yeah,
yeah, we're not.
yeah, yeah.
Probably thankfully, after what we've seen in the film, I think you guys deserve a break for a while, from all that.
I agree. I agree.
Christian, I
I'm
like the
ready for
outfit
round
though.
2.
Thank
Did,
you.
did, did Father Dante ever dress up like that?
No.
Only at the bar after we were shooting.
Yeah, yeah. Not
I heard
not that
stories.
busy.
I spoke to Nicholas Ralph yesterday, and he threw some things which you guys did offset. So
Oh,
I know
Nicholas.
I know there
He's
wasn't.
not, he's just not just the most charming person you've ever met in your whole life.
He
Like
really is.
that should be a sin, actually.
He really is. I mean, you know what I mean? And then he gets to play a priest and he's doing extras. I'm like, this man is too nice to almost be in this territory to do this.
I know.
He's a good man. Good man.
Yeah. He has such this cool, like, he's this cool thing about him where, like, as an actor, there's jokes that are written in, you're supposed to laugh, but when an actor can actually make you laugh, it's just such a dream, and he is so hilarious.
And he's new to this too. So it's like he's like a seasoned pro. I thought this guy was acting for years, and he's so new to it. So it's cool for him. It was a great experience too, kind of do something different. I mean, heck, not many people will say in their lives that they were, performing exorcisms.
Yeah, hopefully
Not
not.
for real, but here's my question to you guys. When you're doing the exorcisms and all these things, does it kind of mess with your head? Like, I hope I'm not like calling out anything. It's like messing with a Ouija board, whether it's in a film or not. Like, I would not want to mess with that. Does it kind of trick your mind or give you like second thoughts? Like, I don't know if I should be saying certain things, if there's actual demons that might be coming out after I'm done shooting with this.
Maybe subconsciously, but like, I think you're trying to get to that place where you think that that is actually happening, but no.
Yeah. The hot answer is yeah, right? But no, it wasn't. It's a job. You leave it at work when you go home. You try to at least.
There you go. Did you guys do any like research? Because I know Nicholas was telling me he was like watching YouTube videos and all these things about priests and exorcism. What sort of, I guess, heads up were you getting prior to taking these roles?
I read the Bible of Spiritual Warfare. I worked with a therapist to understand trauma in the body.
I watched everything that I could in terms of the genre, just to make sure that I was giving a authentic, unique performance. I wanted to differ myself from maybe other things you've seen already in the genre. So I watched everything I could, and Daniel was awesome in offering us resources in regards to the subject material, and I thought he did a wonderful job with that. And then ultimately, you show up and you rely on the actor in front of you to pull the performance out of you. So all the prep, you spend all this time prepping, and then it goes out the window when you step on set. So
You're right.
yeah.
I spoke to Daniel too. Me and Daniel go back. Like my first ever interview in this industry was with Daniel on the movie
No
The
way.
Sins. Yes, 8 years ago. So I'm like, this was a cool full circle moment. And I'm probably here because of him. Like I remember he made me so comfortable. We ended up talking about like soccer in the World Cup. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is how interviews go. Okay, So
Yeah, the man can talk.
he's so engaging.
He's the
Like.
best.
You just can't. Is he like that on set too? Like, because I've spoken to him now on a couple occasions. He's so engaging and such an interesting guy. What's he like to work for? Because I imagine like it'd be like a blast coming to work working for this guy.
He just has zero airs about him.
Yeah. He's there in service of the film, right? And so anything to make the movie better, anything to tell the story in the most authentic way, and I think that's refreshing. He's not someone who comes to set with an ego. He's willing to get out of his own way and get out of your way and allow for fun and play. And yeah, in terms of is he like that in real life, I think, yeah, he is who you meet. You know, he's talkative, he's energetic, and the life of any room he's in. You know, so I thought it was great that we got to work with him every day.
I hope you guys reconnect here. Like, there's got to be more to this, right? Jacqueline, do you feel like there's a franchise here budding potentially, especially kind of where we leave off at the end? Do you think there's more to this? Because I feel like I want to see this character, and both of you actually, you know, come back and do more of this. I don't know, maybe travel like across the globe, do exorcisms or whatever story we can build here. There's sequels potentially here running all over the place. What do you guys think about that?
I hope so. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't love to do it again. I would. I had a blast shooting this. I think there's more things to uncover with Anne. I don't know. Let's make her the Pope.
Let's wrap this one and get this movie out first, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's out there. This is going to be huge. I'm telling you, I kid you not, I told Daniel that too. This is like one of my easily top 5 exorcism themed movies ever.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
It really is, because it's got the scares, it's got a good story, it's got interesting characters with a backstory, and it's just well shot and done. And I love the part about it too. I was telling him it's so modern. It's a modern take, because you see always exorcism movies and it's like, is this in the medieval ages? Is it in the Stone Age? Like, it's somewhere in the 1900s, but this is so current and modern. You guys use different like technology. It just felt so current and modern.
Yeah, it is modern. Like you have priests that were members of gangs. You have Colin as like a head father. He's just like such like a modern machismo vibe about him. It's so cool. The medical approach to the exorcisms, having that like in the school, like I think it brings to light like the church is evolving in a specific capacity, even though it needs another punch from Sister Anne to be like, oh, the women need their right too.
Yeah, it's progressive.
It's progressive, 100%.
I love that aspect about it. It just feels more current. You can relate to these people because they have like they're actual people and they're kind of learning about this too. And me and Daniel actually discussed, like, usually you have these movies and they're like, you have like an investigator, like a cop or something. Like, no, you guys are learning this on the run. These characters are investigating the situation and trial and error sort of thing. You don't have anyone from the outside coming in, and you know, it's all internal. And I like that because it's like, it's almost like a coming of age for these characters too at the same time.
Yeah, it's so true.
And the stakes are really high because of that, right? The room for failure is very small because failure means death, right? And so the stakes are super high for these people who, as you said, are learning on the job. It's not the kind of job you should learn on the job, but we have to fight the forces of evil.
You know, one thing that totally stood out to me, Jacqueline, I've said it to everyone. I said it to Nicholas and Daniel, and now you guys. Your facials are some of the best I've seen in any movie all year long. Like I told Daniel, I could have muted this movie for like major chunks of it and still know exactly what's going on. You have the most expressive face that tells a story. It's unbelievable, Jacqueline. Like, I swear to you, I'm like, I don't need to even hear the sound of her talk because like she emits everything through her facial so well that you know exactly what's going on.
Well, thank you. That's good because I don't have a ton of dialogue.
You didn't do. It's just, is this something you naturally do with your facials? Or this film, it's just so expressive and like literally different points of the movie. You're right on cue with the emotions coming through your face.
Yeah, that's my job.
Well, you're good at it.
Thank you. I hope so. I think something is always happening to anybody, and I think sometimes people can restrict what's going on. And I think it's your job as an actor to let what's happening come to the surface. And it's what I aim to do. I'm glad that you think it worked.
It absolutely worked. No, it's really good. And especially for this character and role, because there's so much internal stuff going on with her too. And you just omit certain things that are just like, wow, I don't need dialogue for this because it tells me everything I need to know. So just awesome in that thing too. We got a few minutes here. You guys up for some horror trivia?
Boop.
You can try.
All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. So here's the one. Which movie was not based on a Stephen King book? So we have The Dead Zone, Saw, Maximum Overdrive, or Children of the Corn.
Saw.
Very well done. That was I guess it was a kind of an easy one.
Mhm.
Okay, next one. Okay, Psycho is loosely inspired by which real life serial killer? Charles Manson, Ted Bundy, or Ed Gein?
I think it's Ed Gein.
I'm gonna say Ed Gein as well, just because I know the other two.
You guys are like horror experts. No wonder you got cast in this film. It makes complete sense. All right. Oh, this is a tricky one in a sense. How many installments of the Friday the 13th are there? 9, 10, 12, or 13?
I'm saying 13 because that's insane.
That would be insane. Christian, what are you going with?
I think 12.
Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm going with not. Oh, look at that, 12.
Yeah, I was like, there's some spiritual thing going on right now. He's in like the pocket.
He's in the zone. Hey, let's make your film have 12 installments. Let's hope it gets to that point, huh?
Sure.
No comment.
Hey, you guys will be back for. I mean, at least if you did half of them, that'd be amazing. Okay, which horror legend survives in Freddy versus Jason? Freddy, Jason, both, or neither?
I think both do. I remember the last. Well, no. Well, yeah, no. He winks at the camera. Freddy and they both survive.
Jacqueline,
Sure.
you're just gonna go with what Christian.
Don't know.
Because I remember the last shot. He's coming out of the water. He's holding Freddy's head, but Freddy winks at the camera.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, Chris. You're like literally so far 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. A couple more here. Oh, this one might throw you off. What was Leatherface's choice of weapon? A chainsaw, knife, axe, or bat?
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that one.
So everyone needs a Christian in their back pocket in case.
I guess for like horror movie trivia, you're a legend. I mean, you're an.
I actually know
He's
nothing
kind-
about this genre. I like trivia, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, he's a trivia legend, honestly.
This one, okay, it could be maybe trickier. In Child's Play movies, what is the name of the boy that the killer repeatedly attempted to possess? Andrew, Charles, Robert, or Andy?
Andy. No, that's not right.
Andrew, Charles. What was the other one?
Robert or Andy? The boy in the Child's Play movies.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know.
You had it originally, Christian.
Andy.
There it is.
Okay,
You got Andy the first
I
time.
see.
And
Okay,
our
okay.
final question
Yeah,
here.
don't.
We're gonna go for the jugular. Oh, this could be a interesting one. What year was the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie released? 1985, 1982, 1984, or 1987?
It was Johnny Depp. That's before
It's a Johnny Depp one.
87.
Yeah, 1987.
No? Damn it.
It was 84. Well, before I was born even. Wow.
That makes sense because that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So there we go. Hey, we got like 5 out of 6 here, so that's pretty good.
That made me feel young for a second, and it kind of felt good.
What are you talking about, Jacqueline? You weren't born even then, right?
Nope, I wasn't.
Exactly.
That
So
wasn't.
there you go. These horror characters have been doing their thing for a while, so we got that under control. You guys did an amazing job. I really genuinely mean it. Like I said, I'm biased for Daniel, whatever he does, but this was really good. I'm seeing the trailers. Jacqueline and Christian, what are your reactions to you guys seeing the trailers? I'm even like searching on YouTube or like trailers popping up everywhere in my ads. Maybe it's just like listening into what I'm talking about, but I'm seeing the ads everywhere. Are you guys seeing the ads too and kind of popping up randomly?
It's really, really exciting. It's nice to know that Lionsgate is really supporting this movie. You know, like you make something, you don't know where it's going to go, and to have all of this money and push and support from a studio is like, it makes you feel good.
I'm 31 years of being me, so I'm tired of seeing myself. So I'm happy everybody else gets to see it and enjoy it. But every time I see it come on, I leave the room. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it. So it's
we'll
great
take
that they're putting the support behind us. Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome. Really enjoyed it. I can't wait for more. Let's have this as a franchise. I want to see both of you back here again, teaming up. But awesome job. And everyone's got to see it. This is a perfect weekend for it to come out. So
yeah, I agree. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, you guys were fun. Thanks for participating and playing along.
Thank you.